Hey, it's Thursday, December the 11th, 2025. My name is Tom, and this is your Ready Core Daily Brief. On today's show, real strength isn't about being the strongest. It's about standing steady with the people around you. First, let's get you up to speed with the latest from the ASAT team and a daily sit rep.
This is your AmCon Daily Sit Rep for December the 11th, 2025. Up first today, we report the tragic death of Grammy-nominated musician Roderick MacLed, who was killed while walking his dogs on Route 128 in Rhode Island. Mr. MacLed was struck by Shannon Godbout, a driver with over 100 prior arrests and dozens of traffic violations. This incident underscores the critical importance of situational awareness, especially when walking near roadways. Stay vigilant and ensure your loved ones understand the risks. In other news, the Department of Homeland Security is moving towards implementing a policy to scrutinize social media accounts of foreign travelers before entry into the United States. Travelers applying for an electronic system for travel authorities STA under the Visa Waiver Program will be required to provide their social media history from the past 5 years. This move aims to enhance national security by identifying potential threats prior to entry. Turning to international developments, the Trump administration has seized a U.S.-sanctioned oil tanker off the coast of Venezuela, as confirmed by President Trump. The tanker was involved in transporting sanctioned oil linked to networks supporting foreign terrorist organizations. The seizure is expected to impact Venezuela's oil exports and has caused fluctuations in global oil futures. The move has been condemned by Iran as a violation of international law. Moving to domestic weather, Washington state has declared a state of emergency due to historic flooding driven by a powerful atmospheric river. Major rivers are nearing record flood stages, prompting mandatory evacuations and road closures, including key mountain passes. The National Guard has been activated for ongoing rescue and assistance efforts. Residents are urged to avoid flooded roads and comply with evacuation orders for their safety. Finally, during this holiday season, there is an ongoing potential for protest and civil unrest across the nation. Public awareness is essential when attending parades, festivals, or other gatherings. Be aware of your surroundings, know your exits, and report any suspicious activity to authorities and the RESAT team when safe to do so. Now for today's weather summary. The atmospheric river affecting the Pacific Northwest will begin to diminish, but residual rainfall will continue to exacerbate flooding and landslides in western Washington and northwest Oregon. Arctic air will move southward into the northern plains, bringing cold temperatures by Friday. Lake effect snow is active downwind of Lakes Erie and Ontario, and moderate to heavy snow is expected from the mid-Mississippi Valley into the central Appalachians and mid-Atlantic over the weekend. Much above average temperatures will prevail from the west coast through the southern plains. Looking ahead on the Ready Corp calendar, there are no significant events scheduled in the next 7 days. Members can access the American Contingency Members-Only site to get the full report and more in-depth analysis of today's stories, along with practical preparedness tips, training opportunities, and resources to help you, your family, and your neighborhood stay crisis ready.
We all know that one person who just seems to handle everything. Never flinches, never falters, always has it together. I've been called that a time or two, and maybe you have too. But here's the truth. That kind of image, that Leonidas standing at the past version of preparedness, looks great on a movie poster and wears you down fast in real life. Nobody can hold the line forever on their own. Preparedness was never meant to be a solo act. Sure, personal responsibility matters, but so does connection. I've had seasons where I carried too much alone, and even though I managed, it came at a cost. Energy, focus, peace, wellness. What I've learned is that sharing the load isn't weakness, it's wisdom. In fact, it's one of the most practical forms of preparedness you can practice. When we talk about community assistance groups or neighborhood teams, this is why they exist. They're not just tactical networks, they're human networks. People who show up, who lend gear and time, or even just a listening ear. When one person wobbles, someone else steadies them. That's how real resilience works. Being steady doesn't mean being unshakable. It means knowing when to lean on your people and when to be the one they lean on. Leadership is just as much about receiving as it is about giving. So today I want you to reach out to one person in your circle who's carrying a lot. Check in, offer help, or just listen. And if you're the one who's heavy right now, let someone else help you for a change. All right, tomorrow we'll wrap up the week with 5 bullets on staying steady, practical ways to hold your ground and recharge your strength. Hey, thanks for listening to the Ready Corps Daily Brief. If you're already a member, that's awesome, and I appreciate it. Make sure you check out all the resources available on our members-only platform. And if you're not a member yet, it's really easy. Just head over to AmericanContingency.com and join the network to start building your steadiness today. I'm Tom Rigsby. Stay alert, stay ready, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow.